Hello students, today in this class of kinematics, and this is the episode of 2, we are going to see subtraction of vectors, vector addition using components, scalar product of two vectors and vector product of two vectors. Now we are going to see the subtraction of vectors. The subtraction of vectors have both magnitude and direction. Two vectors cannot be subtracted from each other by the method since the vectors are ordinary algebra. Thus, this subtraction can be done either geometrically or analytically. Here, the given vectors are A vector and B vector. So, for two non-zero vectors, that means the A vector and B vector, which are inclined to each other, these two vectors are inclined to each other at an angle theta. This is the angle and this is going to be the angle at minus B. The difference A vector minus B vector is obtained as follows. The first obtain minus B vector as in figure. The angle between the A vector and the minus B vector, the A vector and the minus B vector is 180 minus theta. Actually, we have to calculate the A minus B, A vector minus B vector. This is the subtraction of two vectors. So, the difference A vector minus B vector is the same as the resultant of A vector and B vector. We can write A vector minus B vector is equal to A vector plus minus B vector, and using the equation A vector plus B vector modulus is equal to root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, and let us take this as a equation number 1. So we have A vector minus B vector modulus is equal to root of A square plus B square plus 2AB 180 minus theta. For this term we use 180 minus theta. As you know, if you use 180 minus theta, the cos 180 is equal to minus 1. So we have to substitute the value minus cos 180 theta is equal to minus theta is equal to 180, and we get minus cos theta here. So we put the minus here. And continuing that, again from the figure and using the equation similar to equations, we have tan alpha 2 is equal to B sin theta minus theta. Then A plus B cos 180 degree minus theta. Now sin 180 degree minus theta is equal to sin theta. So you can substitute the value here as B sin theta, not minus, and A plus B cos theta, which we have a minus here, minus cos theta. So you can substitute this minus here, A minus B cos theta. Thus the difference A vector minus B vector is a vector with magnitude and direction given by the equations 3 and 4 respectively. Now let's see vector addition using components. Actually, previously we have learnt about addition and subtraction of two vectors using geometric methods. But once we choose a coordinate system, the addition and subtraction vectors becomes much easier to perform. See, here we have the two vectors A vector and B vector are here. The addition and subtraction are using this coordinates. Now the two vectors A vector and B vector in a Cartesian coordinate system can be expressed as A vector is equal to AXI cap. This is cap, okay. So we have to pronounce as cap plus AYJ cap plus AZK cap, and for B vector BXI cap plus BYJ cap plus BZK cap. And while addition, then the addition of two vectors is equivalent to adding their components x, y and z components. Now A vector plus B vector is equal to AX plus BX the whole bracket I cap plus AY plus BY the whole J cap plus AZ plus BZ into the whole bracket K cap. Similarly, for subtraction of two vectors is equivalent to subtracting the corresponding x, y and z components. A vector minus B vector is equal to AX minus BX the whole bracket I plus AY minus BY the whole bracket J cap plus AZ minus BZ the whole bracket K cap. The above rules form the analytical way for adding and subtracting two vectors. Now let's move to the scalar product of two vectors. It's a very important question. So students, listen carefully. The scalar product or dot product of two vectors is defined as the product of the magnitude of both the vectors and the cosine of the angle between them. That means A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. And if there are two vectors A and B having an angle theta between them, then their scalar product is A dot B, which is equal to AB cos theta. Now let's see what are the properties of this scalar vector. Properties, first one, the product quantity A vector dot B vector is always scalar. Remember students, if it is scalar, we don't have the direction, we have only the magnitude. And let me explain the thing magnitude. Most of you have heard about this, but you may not come across the term magnitude and where we use the magnitude here in the vector products. Magnitude generally refers to the quantity or distance, and in relation to the movement we can correlate magnitude with the size and speed of the object. Okay, while in movement or in a traveling, the magnitude is referred to size and speed. Okay, now let's move to the next thing. It is positive if the angle between the vector is acute. That means the angle is less than 90 degree, and negative if the angle between them is obtuse angle. That means 90 degree is 90 degree to less than theta less than 180 degree. The second point, the scalar product is commutative. A vector dot B vector is equal to B vector dot A vector. The vector obey distributive law. And what is meant by the distributive law? A vector dot B plus C the whole bracket is equal to vectors is equal to A dot B A vector dot B vector plus A vector dot C vector. The angle between the vectors are theta is equal to cos inverse of A vector dot B vector divided by A B. The fifth point, the scalar product of two vectors will be maximum when cos theta is equal to 1. That means the theta is equal to 0 degree. That is when the vectors are parallel. A vector dot B vector the whole bracket max is equal to A B. Sixth one, the scalar product of two vectors will be minimum when cos theta is equal to minus 1. And if you want to have a minus 1, then we have to the degree should be 180 degree. And A vector dot B vector minimum is equal to minus AB when the vectors are anti-parallel. Seventh one, if two vectors A vectors and B vector are perpendicular to each other, then their product is A vector dot B vector is equal to 0 because cos 90 degree is equal to 0. Then the vectors A vectors and B vector are said to be mutually orthogonal. Here the orthogonal means right angles to each other. Remember, orthogonal means right angles to each other. 8.1. The scalar product of two vectors with itself is termed as a self dot product, and which is given by A vector the whole square is equal to A vector dot A vector. That means A into cos theta and which is equal to A square. Here the angle which we use for the cos is 0 degree, and as you know 0 degree is equal to 1. Cos 0 degree is equal to 1. Therefore the magnitude of norms of the vector A vector is modulus of A vector, that means A, or which is equal to root of A vector into A vector, and if it is A square then you can remove the root into and you can put as A. Let's see the ninth properties. In the case of unit vector n cap, n dot n is equal to 1 into cos 0, which is equal to 1. As you know, cos 0 is equal to 1. For example, I cap is equal to j cap dot j cap, which is equal to k cap dot k cap, which all is equal to 1. In the 10th property, in the case of orthogonal unit vectors, remember, if it is orthogonal, they are right angle to each other. I, j and k, I cap dot j cap is equal to j cap dot k cap, and which is equal to k cap dot I cap. All are equal to 1 into 1 cos 90 degree, which you know cos 90 degree is equal to 0. And 11th one, in terms of components, and the scalar product of A vector and B vector can be written as A vector dot B vector is equal to Ax I cap plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap into Bx I cap plus By j cap plus Bz k cap. All are equal to Ax Bx plus Ay By plus Az Bz, with all other terms are 0. The magnitude of vectors A vector modulus is given by A vector modulus is equal to A root of Ax square plus Ay square plus Az square. Already we saw this in a vector addition using components. Now let's move to the vector product of two vectors. See students, number of quantities used in physics are defined through vector products. particularly the physical quantities. Rotational effects like torque, angular momentum are defined through vector products. So it's very important to get the basic ideas about the vectors. The vector product or cross product of two vectors is defined as the another vector having a magnitude equal to the product of the magnitudes of two vectors and the sine angle between them. Remember, if you refer the magnitude, it explains you about the quantity or distance. That means the distance between the vectors. Now, the direction of the product vector is perpendicular to the plane containing two vectors in accordance with the right hand screw rule or right hand thumb rule. I think you remember in the last class I told you about the vector properties, and the vector, it has magnitude and direction, and which is C vector is equal to A vector into B vector, which is equal to AB sin theta into n cap. Now let's see the first property of vector cross product. The vector product of any two vectors is always another vector whose direction is perpendicular to the plane containing these two vectors. That means both are right angles to each other or orthogonal to both the vectors A vector and B vector, even though the vectors A vector and B vector may or may not be mutually orthogonal. Let's see the second point. The vector product of two vectors is not commutative. Okay, it's different from scalar. That means the A vector into B vector is not equal to B vector into A vector as we saw in the scalar product, but A vector into B vector is equal to minus B into A vector. Okay. Here it's worthwhile to note that if it is modulus, that means the modulus of A vector into B vector is equal to modulus of B vector into A vector, and which is equal to AB sin theta. That means in the case of the product vector A vector into B vector, the B vector into A vector, the magnitudes are equal but the direction are opposite to each other. It's slightly differ from the scalar product. Third product. The vector product of two vectors will have maximum magnitude. That means when sin theta is equal to 1, because sin theta is equal to 90 degree, sin 90 is equal to 1. When the vectors A vector and B vector are orthogonal to each other, again orthogonal means right angles, A vector and B vector maximum is equal to AB into n cap. Fourth properties. The vector product of two non-zero vectors will be minimum when modulus sin theta is equal to 0. That means theta is equal to 0 degree. As you know, sin 0 is equal to 0. And 180 degree A into A vector into B vector minimum is equal to 0. That is, the product of two non-zero vector vanishes if the vectors are either parallel or anti-parallel. Fifth property. The self cross product, that means the product of vector itself is a null vector. A vector into B vector is equal to A vector into A into sin theta, which is n cap is equal to 0. In physics, the null vector 0 vector is simply denoted as 0. Sixth one. The self vector products of unit vectors are thus 0. I into I cap into I cap, and j cap into j cap, which is equal to k into k cap, or 0. Seventh one, in the case of orthogonal unit vectors I, J, K caps in accordance with the right angle screw rule, you can see here in this picture they are right angles to each other, this I, J and K. I cap into J cap is equal to K cap, and J cap into K cap is equal to I cap, and K cap into I cap is equal to J cap. These are only in the case of orthogonal unit vectors, and also the cross product is not commutative. This cross product is not commutative. Therefore, J into I is equal to minus K, and K into J is equal to minus I. Then I into K is equal to minus J. So you have to understand why it represents in the minus symbol, the negative symbol, because it has been turned down. Eighth one, in terms of components, the vector product of two vectors A vector and vector B vector we use in matrices. A vector into B vector is equal to, use as a matrix word, then we can get I cap into AY BZ minus AZ BY. If you know the matrix, you can easily define this, plus J cap AZ BX minus AX BZ plus K cap AX BY minus AY BX. The ninth one, if two vectors A and B form adjacent sides in a parallelogram, then the magnitude of A vector into B vector will be the area of the parallelogram as represented graphically. See, this is A vector and this is B vector, which are separated by an angle theta, and we know modulus of A vector into B vector, which is equal to modulus of A vector and modulus of B vector into sine theta. The 10th one, since we have divided a parallelogram into two equal triangles, okay, in the parallelogram into two equal triangles as shown in the figure, the area of a triangle with A vector and B vector as sides, A vector into B vector modulus by 2, we can get 1 by 2 into modulus of A vector into B vector. Thank you, students.